What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hustle, and yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on, and hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there. So please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you pay for, right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family, oh, family members, and we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's gonna turn you into a boss. So you tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, there's gonna be some information that's gonna help you win. My bad, y'all. I just got done eating some Zaxby's and drinking this soda, not even soda, with this flavor, no ditties, and it just got me messed up right now. All right, so today's video, we're gonna talk about the CPN King. All right, how I came across and met the CPN King, how I literally seen him make $1 million off of CPN, off of CPNs. And around this time, they wasn't called CPNs. It was basically synthetic identities. That's what we was calling them back then, synthetic identities, right? And I met him on the dark web. And I'm gonna basically just, because I got a lot of stories that I've been holding, ain't been dropping and telling. Because I got like a different page. I got King Hustle 2.0, Milwaukee Made, King Hustle, my OG channels, and I got this channel. So I got a lot of different channels, and I kind of slowed down on giving like the hacker stories and talking about a lot of different things. But now I'm back to dropping these stories because I got a lot of different stories from fraud, dark web, to accidentally sleeping with a stud, to all different type of stories, bro. My life is pretty crazy. So today's video, we gonna talk about the CPN King, how I seen him make $1 million with synthetic identities. So probably like around 2017, 18, when I was on the dark web doing whatever that I did on forums, and I came across this guy. And when you on forums on the dark web, it's like a Reddit forums. You just plenty different discussions talking about a lot of different things, a lot of different inputs from a lot of different people. Mainly people who are in the fraud world, the cybersecurity world, hackers and scammers and things like that. So the conversation is a little different. So I was on forums just talking, and me and this guy, we kind of came on the same topic, and we was talking about certain things. So we started networking, talking about different projects that he's done, different projects that I've done, pertaining to different type of cybersecurity, fraud, scams, whatever. And he was basically telling, because like I tell you guys all the time, everybody doesn't do check fraud, everybody doesn't do credit card fraud, every scammer doesn't do crypto loads, crash app methods. Everybody doesn't do the exact same thing. Whatever that person environment is, that's what they're going to do. So if that person was brought up on making fake IDs, that's what they're going to do. If that person was brought up on credit card fraud, more than likely that's what they're going to do. And that's what I mean brought up, I mean around. So that that person might, dad and mom might been making, I'm gonna give you a realer example. That guy mom might have been dating a guy that was into credit card fraud, so she was into it and he seen it, and now that's what he knows, like things like that. So it's all different type of situations and different environments out there. So people got to understand that every scammer, fraudster, hacker doesn't do the exact same things. It's a billion different scams and schemes being created every day, because wherever there's money being made, there's going to be some type of scam or fraud being committed. And a lot of people got to understand that also. And a lot of people come to me for a lot of different ways because there's new people who just learning about me, who probably don't even know that I'm in the cybersecurity world, know about ethical hacking, know about um, different things that come pertains to that type of environment. And a lot of people do who's been on my channels for the past 6 years. So it's just all about refreshing in the mind, refreshing in the people's minds. So I met him on the forums. We was talking about the different things that we do, and he started explaining to me what he did. And this is really now I've heard about people in the witness protection program getting out of jail, getting new identities. We all have. But I never really connected the dots with synthetic identities, meaning that I really didn't even know that there were numbers out there that have not been issued to people. So when people are utilizing synthetic or creating these CPNs or synthetic identities, there's different ways that they do them. So you got some people who utilize numbers that have not been issued, and then you got some people who just utilize other people's credit profile. But what he was doing, he was actually utilizing numbers that have not been issued. So for some way or how, he had a list of numbers that have not been issued to anyone. So he didn't have to go through the trouble of figuring out if this number has been issued to this person or anybody. He had all the numbers that have not been issued. That's in around the prefix of what he needed, because the prefixes tell everything of that profile: year, month, city, state this person was born. So he had this list. He was just basically telling me like, well, I basically create new people and do what the average American would do in their life. So he said he was getting creating people getting loans, credit cards, lines of credit, store cards, whatever he can do to get some money in this profile's name. He was doing it, and then this is where it really was a trip. So he was like, yeah, man, I even started getting mortgage loans. He said he was getting and refinancing the homes and getting business loans and whatever that he could, because he said this is what his environment was. This is what he knew how to do. Like this is what he set up all day and every day and just played with and just thought of what ways can I utilize this information to get what I want. So he was getting mortgage loans, business loans, personal loans. Um, he never really got into the auto loan thing because he was more into the money, and his thing was, if I finance this car, what am I gonna do with it? I have to pay on it. Like I can't get the car and just sell it. So he never was into like the auto loan type of thing like that. And what he said he did was he said, okay, so he would have this list, and he had just basically use the same name, same information, just new address, new with the new number, and just create different variations of it. So he was most of the time he was able to utilize his ID that he had already, his real ID. But then sometimes it became a hassle. So what he did was he figured out a way how to get documents made so he can get IDs for these profiles. He didn't get driver's license numbers. He got IDs, because when you get an ID, it's easier for you to get your driver's license. So now that he got these identifications, he just said, like any other regular human, he was just building the credit profiles up on them, getting approved for smaller loans and raising the limit up on them. Then he said once he figured out he can get business funding, he started getting business funding loans, start opening up businesses. And he said after a while, he just stopped forgetting, like he stopped forgetting that he was doing this for like the purpose that he was doing it. And when he looked up, he didn't accumulated over $1 million with these synthetic identities. And I seen it. Like I literally seen him. I seen the list. I seen him create it, open up a bank account, because Opening up bank accounts has been around for a decent amount of time. I seen them go into banks, open up bank accounts, online open up bank accounts, utilizing these different procedures. At first, I seen him because when he used to open up bank accounts online or through email, he used to either take the picture of the ID, but when it was a different when he didn't have an ID for that whichever synthetic identity that he was using, he'd go on a certain website and he'd just put his picture in there, and it'd be like literally like the real ID with the picture. He just screenshot it and be like, yeah, my picture, I had it on my computer already, and email it, and it'd be good to go. Especially finding banks that didn't pull from the check system was a plus because it was easier to open up banks with these synthetic identities without them checking that. So he was good at getting funding. He was good at getting loans, credit cards, and lines of credit and things like that. He was more into like the real estate game and things like that. But I seen him get mortgage loans, get different type of business loans and different type of funding that accumulated over close to, if not $1 million. And this was after he'd made already a couple $1 million on his own. So a lot of people out there ask me all the time, like, what is a scammer? What is a hacker? What's fraud? And a lot of people see a lot of people flashing money, a lot of money, millions of dollars, living a life, and they want to get into that type of world. And I tell people all the time, like, at the end of the day, I can't control or tell anybody what to do and what not to do. But this is real life information that's going on. There are people on a daily basis creating synthetic identities, CPNs. So many people on social media and on YouTube and TikTok giving stories on how they got arrested for using CPNs. And the lack of the knowledge of a CPN is why. Because at the end of the day, we got to keep it real with ourselves. If the opportunity presents itself, more than likely the average American is going to take it. Meaning that if somebody tell you that you can get this apartment and not be in your name, and the average American already think they're slicker than a pro, than a cop who knows his investigation, slicker than the average human being. And then the first thing they do when they get caught is tell on the person. See, they already be having this premeditated. They say, well, I know this illegal, but I seen other people do it, so I'm gonna try it. But if I get caught, I'm gonna play the victim. I'm gonna say I got this from this person, and they didn't tell me that you couldn't do this. And common sense will let you know that that's stolen identity using somebody else's credit profile. Period. And that's why it's hard to even trust people, do business with people, or anything because you got people who will smile in your face and get what they want and turn on you when things go bad. And then you got people who will sell you things knowing that it can get you in a situation that you don't need to be in. So it's like y'all both getting over scamming each other. Everybody's scamming everybody. And this is real life information and real life things that's happening on a daily basis. And we all know it. So I just get this information because I'm not perfect. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I got a past and I got a present. And my goal is to let people know about my past because there's a lot of people who are trying to do the things that I did in my past. And I'm still in the cybersecurity world. I'm still good with computers. I'm still, active when it comes to those type of things, but I'm not scamming or nothing like that. No, it's just I'm still in the computers. I like computers. I like technology. I like coding. I like creating websites. I like apps, things like that, like a real like creator. So that's what I mean about in that world. Like people be like, what are you talking about? But there are people that are trying to get in that world and do those type of things, and we just gotta stay protected and safe and aware of those people, because no one wants to become a victim. Nobody wants to be a victim of identity theft or credit card fraud or this and that. So it's all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on out there, because the world is almost covered with scamming and fraud. The world is up 600 to 800% with scams and fraud going on in the world right now. And everybody is trying to come up with some type of scam or fraud or method to get some type of quick, fast cash, because the world is broke and it's just time to stay more safe, stay more cautious, and be more aware. So, like I tell you guys all the time, when it comes to all this stuff, Norton LifeLock, monitor your personal information, monitor your social media accounts, and your bank accounts, and also monitor your information, make sure it's not lingering on the dark web or being sold on there. A lot of CPNs, all CPNs come from identity, pre-built CPNs, identity theft, credit profiles, and things like that. So a lot of people buy this information off the dark web. So it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of that. Uh, Make sure y'all freezing y'all credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, because if it's froze, nobody can get anything to your name. No loans, credit cards, lines of credit, no nothing. Also, make sure you guys are changing out and swapping or getting new credit card and debit card numbers every so often. We use them every day at all these different POS machines. Tap here, tap there. And every time we tap, that information is being stored in that database. And we all know it's always on top of leak, hack, or compromise going on. And if we change our credit and debit cards, get new numbers and information, and a leak happen where our old information is on there, we won't be affected because that information no longer be valid. All right. So make sure you guys are just staying 10 steps ahead, stay more cautious, stay more aware of what's going on out here in the real world, because these things are happening every day. Somebody's committing some type of scam or fraud or scheme right now as we speak. So it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on out there, and staying ahead of the game. All right. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me keep going. Y'all motivate me keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there that's tired of being broke, because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime 101 limited gyms are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing it for 600. Yes, 600 cash app or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is in your cash app or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know you payment ready, and we will go from there. All right. No screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Also, make sure y'all book your seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 10 seats, $250. Don't miss out on that opportunity. Ask me anything and get help with anything that y'all need to get help with, and ask me. Make sure y'all book your seat on the crypto tour. In person limited gyms, $3,500, $500 deposit, rest of money meet in person. Make sure y'all booking your seat on the month-long mentorship, $2,500, but the first 10 people, $1,000. So don't miss out on that opportunity, and you get a free load. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App, me and their network. And the mentorship is for a month long, 30 days. Still look for people for the production company. Still look for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content creators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, my TikToks. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world, because y'all see it's changing a lot of people's lives. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how I get down in these videos. I will see you at the next lesson, video, or live. Drum roll, please. Peace.